Hello, everyone. Some call me Rich Cage 20. Not most. Some call me Rich Cage 20, though. And we are here with some of our last listens here in the Nightwish album Imaginarium. We have Last Ride of the Day, which, as I mentioned in the last video, sounds fucking epic. And when I full screen this bitch, I heard like 1 second of music, and it sounded actually pretty kind of exactly what I expected it to sound like. So I think we're truly in for a treat today. First things I do want to say is I apologize if there's any coughing whatsoever in this video. I mentioned and the two I did before the one I just put up, Jim Jones and When Demons Come Alive, that I was sick. I'm not sick anymore. I was coming off of a cold. Now I just have a lingering cough because that's what my body does. For whatever reason, I get sick for like 2 or 3 days. Like, it's really bad the first day and then just weans off the other 1 to 2 days. And then I'm perfectly fine. But I have like a lingering cough for like 2 weeks. So it's like, it's a give and take. Like, I don't really have that long of a cold and it's not that bad. So that's balance that out. I didn't cough for a while afterwards, which is fucking annoying. So if I cough at all during this, I apologize. I can feel like right here, like I want to cough and I'm holding it back. So we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm excited to get through the rest of this album, not only because I've been wanting to listen to Song of Myself and Imaginarium since this album started, but also because I'm excited to get to more stuff. Which, by the way, what day is it? Okay, 4 days I get my tattoo. Just throwing that one out there. I'm excited. Anywho, let's pop in here. Oh, fancy like. I don't know what that was. I got my handy dandy notebook here. And we're ready to blast off, so let's enjoy the last ride of the day. I hope it's epic. I hope it's amazing. It just already sounds awesome.
Loving us, so what's got? If not the spark that started life's my love, stranger, sweet music, starry sky, wonder, mystery, wherever my road goes, early wake ups in a moving home, scent of fresh mown grass in the morning sun, open theme park gates waiting for riding the day every day into sunset, finding a way back home. Once upon a night we'll wake to the call
Oh.
of life, the beauty of this ride ahead, such an incredible high. It's hard to light a candle, easy to cast the darkest spell. This moment the dawn of humanity, last ride of the day. Last ride of the day.
just finish this. Word here. Boop. Okay, so that was as epic as I thought it was going to be, which I didn't think it was going to be. When I mentioned at the end of the last video, because that one section of lyrics in there did not sound like it sounded more soft than more of this driving epicness that we just got. So those lyrics were just kind of a little bit stand out and a little weird because for that reason specifically, but that was just a tiny little like, huh. We're really going on a theme here. I truly do not think that there is a bad song in this album. Again, a slight bit of repetitiveness in there with the kind of the choir and just the really distinct hits and separation in the vocals of both the choir and whatnot. They've kind of played with that theme a lot throughout this entire album. However, they have found ways to slightly tweak it and change it up here and there, which I wouldn't say keeps it fresh, but kind of it makes it so it's just like I'm not really minding that it's as repetitive because it's literally not like literally copy and paste repetitive. So it's drawing my attention. But if I wasn't, if I listened to any of them isolated and not just throughout the whole album, I probably wouldn't notice it. So not bad. I know I've given other albums shit before for being repetitive, and so it may not be necessarily fair that I'm looking at this one, and being like, oh, it's okay when Nightwish does it. I honestly think that just their writing just does seem to be on another level to where they can write in ways to get away with repetitiveness, which is amazing, truly. It's truly astounding. But do note that I am noticing a little bit of repetitiveness in there. But I do, well, I have given other band shit for this. I will ding Nightwish a little bit for that. But again, as I just stated, like I think that they just find a way to write it just even slightly different on each single one. There's not one that's just like, oh yeah, this one's exactly the same. That like it's not hitting me as hard as some of the other ones that were like literally cookie cutter copy and paste. So just trying to be fair. Don't really have a reason why I'm saying that other than I'm just trying to be fair and point out the things I do notice. However, the song was pretty awesome. The song was pretty fucking cool. The reason why I thought this song was just going to be epic, besides just the title, Last Ride of the Day, just sounds like an epic action movie title, is because it reminds me a little bit of like Rider of the Astral Fire from Rhapsody of Fire. Pretty sure that's the title of that song. Now that I say that, it sounds a little wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. So just it just some reason reminds me of that. So it's like it's got to be epic, right? And it was very heroic, epic, and awesome. Let's dive through this. I got a few notes here, and I'll try not to take 40 minutes to to describe everything, but you know, it's me. So right here I got in the beginning I said intro slide plus choir. I'm pretty sure I remember what that means. I'll definitely be able to hear it again here when we go through. I just like to share with you the random gibberish that I write down to remind myself what I'm going back to. But I do remember that there was this interesting, it was either some kind of instrumental or vocal slide or something or just kind of some kind of musical shift at some point in here that kind of either led into the choir or was during the whole choir section. So let's see if we can find that nice. I don't know why I'm holding the cap as if it means something, but it's fun to play with. Let's see if we can find that again. It just starts out so epic, by the way. Yeah, it was some kind of instrumental slide. Got it. that dum dum dum, just the kind of like, it sounds almost like scraping a cymbal a little bit, but also just some kind of electronical, like maybe something from a keyboard at the same time. I'm not 100% positive, but it's some kind of instrumental slash electronic kind of sliding sound there. Let's listen for that. Yeah, that just leads right into those heavy drum down beats and the choir coming in. Very, very kind of like not necessarily doomsday, like what's the word? Well, doomsday kind of works, but what's like apocalyptic sounding choir, just like shit's going down, kind of don 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 don, just kind of shit that you'd expect to hear in some kind of like a romantic era symphony or something, just like some crazy over the top like doomsday choir shit. Like that's it's fucking cool. Sorry, I do have to drink, otherwise the coughing's gonna start, so apologies. But it's so you don't have to hear coughing. I don't know, pick your poison. Now we're going into the first verse here. I said the rhythm. I don't know what that says. Something lyrics. First verse, rhythm. I don't know. Something about lyrics. So the rhythm and lyrics in the first verse here I thought were pretty cool. So let's let it keep going into that. Just noting, pretty standard, just kind of Nightwish in general. Which I guess is one thing you could kind of say about this album being a... Is that a knock? Someone... I wouldn't know if it was home. Who was knocking? I'm sorry. I just hear like a dum-dum. I'm like... Oh yeah, it's my neighbors. They're doing something. Someone might be knocking on their door. Better not... No, they wouldn't be knocking on our door. Our dog would be barking again. Sorry. It's... sounds distract me here. Yeah, it does. I guess there's one thing that some people could probably point out about this album, in general, because it's weird because Annette came in only for like 2 albums, so she was just kind of this weird bridge between Tarja and Floor. So some people could argue that this album was just kind of like them just doing a little repetitive filler per song, but I would disagree with that personally. But I'm saying that I could understand that argument, because that guitar riff sounds like something I've heard them do in multiple songs. That one is a little bit cookie cutter for them. So just throwing that out there. Anyways, continuing to this first verse here. I think what I'm trying to say with the lyrics here is that like at the beginning it made sense, and then when we get to this one here, until it gets to the open theme park gates part, that whole top chunk there, it feels a little out of place. That might have been what I was getting at or something, but I do kind of like the disjunctness of the way that she's, I might say meter, I don't know, the way it's metered out and whatnot, but I do kind of like that. But then I started to feel, that's why I put down here, starting to get repetitive, starting they keep. I think they were drawing it out a little too long, and it was starting to make me be like, okay, this is starting to get. And then that bridge and the chorus, like they brought me back around. They brought me full circle back around. It was just like, oh, now we getting it. So I was listening to that part where we break into the bridge here, which just changes it up and just sounded badass.
Theme park is waiting for riding the day every day into sunset, finding the way back home.
That bridge is fucking great, dude. Like that bridge is just fucking cool. The rhythm is just very driving, just fucking kicking it. The fucking the held like choir singers or just a net doubled, I don't know. I'll try listening to it again here when let's do it. Just like held kind of like over the top, like it's a higher note than what she's singing, so it's just kind of standing out above everything else, just kind of holding this like O sound while she's just playing around with these notes. Is just like, this is a sick ass bridge, I cannot lie.
Theme park is waiting for riding the day every day into sunset, finding the way back home. Once upon a night.
And then we get to this chorus, which it sounds like Marco's joining here as well. And you got some. My first instinct was to sound like a piano, like a keyboard or whatever. But you got some these other notes that are playing along with the chorus, with the vocal line. And it just it's so cool. Let's listen to this chorus real fast. The da na 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 na. Oh, it's fucking clean. It's clean right there. So the end of this chorus, I do have written down here. I did not expect and expected the outro of this chorus at the same time. The way they ended it, I didn't expect, but once I heard the way that they did end it, I knew what was going to come afterwards. So like they both they defied my expectations, but then they also met what I was expecting at the same time. 20 minutes. So that was kind of cool. I'm gonna repeat that just in case I cut it off. But the fact that they met and didn't meet my expectations in a good way, both. It's not like, oh, I expected better. No, like they defied what I expected and also met what I expected. That was really cool. So let me see if I can explain where my thought process was during that. Because of the da 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 da, I expected da 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 da. I kind of expected like that to follow it, because that's just generally something, not only something I've heard from Nightwish before, but like something, it's just what your ears expect. And then they went up with it instead of going down with it. So let's hear that, please. But after they went up there, I expected them to play around with it a little bit. Let's see if I remember how that sounded. Yeah, when they went up for the day, I was like, they're gonna jump it again. Yeah, I was like, yep, there it is. So like, it did not end it the way I thought it was gonna end. But then after they ended, I was like, oh wait, it's gonna do this, and then it did, and I was just like, cool. Man. They keep me guessing here. Alright, jumping ahead around 2 minutes. Right. I have a question mark here. Confirm the theme that I was thinking of here. So let's go to 2 minutes-ish. Yeah, right here. Right as you can see here. Wake up, dead boy. Enter Adventureland. Like, I've been saying, like, every one of these songs, I think, individually have their own meaning for the writer, whoever's working, collabing, and writing together, if it's just Tomas or if he's working with the singers and or bass player. I don't know who all works on these songs together, because it does sound like they all are following this kind of storyline, but I think they also have individual meanings for the band members as well. So I think they're filling a double purpose, but this is really starting to just like the whole picture I've been painting about this whole imaginarium of just either souls of either the dead or just those who have been abandoned, abused, or whatever, like are drawn to this place that's kind of like a Hansel and Gretel kind of situation, to at first it seems magical, then all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, something's not right here kind of thing. It's really what I'm getting. And then like this right here, these lyrics really I think are confirming that a little bit. I don't know, I might be onto something, but then again, this might be exactly what they're trying to say, and they just spelled it out so well that it just makes sense that I'm drawing that conclusion, or I'm just crazy and I'm just drawing conclusions out thin air. Who the fuck knows? Next, around 235, we got some lyrics here that made me think on another level here. Yep, right there. I just wanted to find the lyrics so I could go a little bit behind it. The whole Curse Dark thing, we'll get to that. We're going to listen to it first and then see if I can draw some additional meaning out of this. That line there just seemed like, I heard that the first time, it's just like, it's like I'm trying to draw the meaning out of that, and it sounds deep. Like, it's hard to light a candle, easy to curse the dark instead. Like, when shit's going wrong in life or whatever, it's hard to try to just like, I don't know, I'm saying like move past it, trying to like see the good in a situation and just move forward, move past it. And it's a lot easier just to be like, well, this fucking sucks, so I'm just gonna live. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna say, like, make this as an excuse, like, instead of trying to move past this thing, I'm just gonna use it as an excuse and just be like, well, fuck this. I don't even want to do it because this is blocking me, kind of thing. Like, that's kind of what I got out of that, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but like, that's just like, that's some deep ass lyrics right there. There's some deep fucking lyrics there. We're just gonna let it keep rolling because around 2:45 here ish. Approximate, I put Marco and the guitar. I think Marco held out this sick ass note, and then the guitar just came in for this fucking amazing solo. And then at 3:10, because we're just gonna let it keep rolling from there, this cool fucking brass section happened. So we'll go through those three before the whole transposition thing happened around 3:20. So let's roll. Oh, Marco just having some fun with it. Oh my god, let me hear that one more time. Let's keep going. Oh. Two guitars? Oh. Damn, that's one hell of a guitar solo. I just want to throw that out there. That's one hell of a fucking epic guitar solo right there. That brass section, this whole album, that brass section's been on point. I don't know who they had in their brass section, but they were fucking on point. And here, before we get into it, throughout the whole song, it feels like they transposed this up a couple of up an interval and just kept riding with it, and that's awesome. It was a nice transposition here. I did not expect it. I don't even think they had to do it, truly. I don't think it would have been too repetitive to bring just the chorus back in here. I think it's the chorus. But they did, and they transposed it up, and that's fucking cool. So let's listen to this. I'm pretty sure it is, right? Let's listen to this. Maybe I'm tripping. You know what? Maybe I'm tripping. Where was the 235? Here it is, right around here. Let's listen to that, and let's go back there. Okay, listen to that. And then that's hard. I can't tell. 3. Let's find the exact spot here. 320, 321. 220, like 320. It is. It is. It's not barely, but it is. My first instinct is it's up either a second or a third. I don't think a fourth. I think fourth would be much more noticeable. So I think it's like either up a second or a third. But it is. I'm pretty positive I'm hearing it being up a few intervals up, transposed up. It is. I thought so, because it also sounds like she's getting up to higher notes too. Like, I think that's really how I kind of started hearing it. It was just like, it sounded like she was pushing higher up in her register than she had been before. So I was like, this is not the same notes. Yes, I swear, again, it's like a second or third transposed up. That is cool. That's very fucking cool. All right. All right, now last, we could just end it out here. About 4 minutes in, I'm gonna have to. Oop, shit. Yeah, we'll go around here. 4 minutes in, that little like growl that Marco kind of has on the end of the day, and then the last one when they say it again, like it like jumps up. It's a very bitchin' way to end out this song. So let's hear the end of this song here. Sorry, I gotta go stop my dog from barking. Hold on. Alright, we're back. My dog wasn't even the dog that was barking. Weird. Anyways, go back 5 seconds here, and let's hear this out. Let's hear those last two things. Right there. He goes up, die, and just growls that when he drops that bottom note, just growls it. That is playful and beautiful. Love it. There it is. Oh man! First off, they held that note for a while, but also I was sitting there, it's just like, I wrote it up. That means they must have jumped up to something. I'm like, there it is. Oh man! And then they kind of end it. They just kind of fall off on the ending a little bit. Like, I kind of expect them to hold that out, but then they just kind of fell off on it there. It was kind of interesting. Let's hear that fucking jump again. I have to go back twice because they held that bad boy for a while. That's so awesome. Yeah, they're kind of like da-da-da, kind of in there, and just they kind of drop the note down a little bit too in pitch. Whoo! That's a way to end your song, with a tasty ass growl, then a huge fucking high note jump in there, and then just fade it off all abruptly. Like, Ah, ah, that was a good song. I like that song. Uh, wow, man, just whew. I swear they don't have a bad song in this album. I'm hoping not, because there's only two more. And I mean, I don't know how they could disappoint me with an instrumental song. Song of Myself is gonna be a bit of a hard one. I'm gonna have to open up the lyrics for that bad boy. And I imagine it's gonna be long. But we'll get to that song when we get to that song. As for Last Ride of the Day, that was fucking epic. That was a good song right there. That was a good song. I enjoyed that song. Shit. Truly just fuck, man. That was awesome. I'm trying to find a way to end that out, but it's just like I feel like I've said everything that needs to be said while going through it. You heard it. You understand what I'm feeling. I assume. And damn. So thank you for joining me. 2 songs left to go. I'm excited to get through them. I can't imagine what Song of Myself has in store for me. I'm imagining it's gonna be like a legendary piece, like The Poet and the Pendulum, and I hope that it doesn't let me down in that thought and theory. Also, I do remember when I was putting together Slow Love Slow that to listen for maybe some things, then see if they transfer it over, because there did seem to be some terminology similarly used in the lyrics of both of those songs. So let's see, since I have listened to Slow Love Slow quite a few times because I have it on my work playlist, let's find out if there is any similarities in there. But that'll be next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Last Ride of the Day was great, and I'll see you in the next one that's probably going to be near an hour long. So, like, if you're going to go watch that one, like, because it's a 13-minute-ish song. If you're going to listen to that one, you better, like, get your snacks and drinks ready before you click on it. I'm just going to give you a warning right now. Just letting you know.